New video alert. FX's Alien. Earth is here, and it's everything you'd expect from the Alien franchise, and more. Xenomorphs, corporate chaos, and jaw-dropping performances. Join me, Raven Witchwood, as I break down the drama, thrills, and existential dread this show delivers. Is it the masterpiece critics are calling it? Or does it miss the mark? Watch the full review now and find out.
She's a Jedi queen with a Marvel grin, kicking down the runway like a whirlwind spin. Lightsaber heels and a cape that slays. Starfleet badge, yeah, she's set in a blaze. She's a supernova redhead, burning so bright, trotting through galaxies, owning the night. Geek chic fire with a wink and a smirk. She's the fandom flame doing all the work. She's got Tolkien tattoos and a Potter scarf.
Well. Welcome back to Raven's Reviews, darlings. I'm your devastatingly gorgeous host, Raven Witchwood, and today we're talking about something that's almost as terrifying as my ex-boyfriend's personality, FX's new series, Alien Earth. Now, before you ask, yes, this is the first time the Alien franchise has slithered its way onto television. And honey, it's serving more drama than a Real Housewives reunion. Created by Noah Hawley, you know, the mastermind behind Fargo, who apparently thought, what if I made something even more disturbing? This series takes place in the year 2120, which coincidentally is about when I expect to start looking my age. The plot? Oh, it's delicious. Picture this. A spaceship called the USCSS Maginot, and yes, that's as pretentious as it sounds, crashes onto Earth carrying more alien specimens than a Comic-Con convention. But these aren't your cute phone-home variety aliens, darlings. These are the kind that make facehuggers look like cuddly puppies. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Our leading lady is Sydney Chandler playing Wendy. And before you start thinking Peter Pan, this Wendy isn't flying to Neverland. She's what they call a hybrid. Basically a terminally ill child's consciousness stuffed into a robot body like the world's most depressing Build-A-Bear workshop. It's giving very Black Mirror meets Toy Story, but with significantly more existential dread. Can we talk about the Olyphant in the room? The man is playing an android named Kirsch, and apparently he's serving ice-cold synthetic realness. Critics are calling his performance chilling, which is exactly what I'd call his jawline. Devastatingly sharp and completely inhuman in the best possible way. But wait, there's more. The show is set in a world where mega corporations run everything. Shocking, I know. And these corporate overlords are competing to see who can make humans more immortal. It's like if Silicon Valley had a baby with a horror movie, and that baby grew up to have serious daddy issues. Speaking of daddy issues, we have Boy Cavalier. Yes, that's his actual name because apparently the writers thought Chad McBroface was too subtle. He's played by Samuel Blanken as a barefoot tech trillionaire who's basically Mark Zuckerberg if he read too much Peter Pan and developed a god complex. The reviews describe him as obnoxiously but appropriately named, which is almost as savage as my contouring. Now, the show is getting praise for combining the stark, claustrophobic horror of Alien with the guns-blazing firepower of Aliens and the heady philosophy of Prometheus. Translation: it's got more layers than my skincare routine, and just as likely to leave you questioning your life choices. Critics are calling it mind-blowing, terrifying, and a masterpiece. One reviewer said it made them weep, though whether from fear or the sheer beauty of the production values remains unclear. Apparently, the show goes hard on the brutality, with xenomorphs cutting through rich people like paper. Finally, a show that understands proper wealth redistribution. The series asks the hard questions, darlings. What makes us human? Does humanity deserve to survive? And most importantly, can androids pull off the smoky eye look? Because if Kirsch is serving face, I need to know his skincare routine. But here's the tea. Some fans of the original films are less than thrilled. Apparently, they wanted more suspense and tension, and fewer super-fast synthetic children in adult form who move painfully slowly. Listen, if you can't appreciate the artistic contradiction of fast slow motion, maybe stick to watching paint dry. Now, let's talk about the Easter eggs and fan service galore, because honey, this show is more stuffed with references than my Thanksgiving turkey. The opening titles begin with that iconic electronic ping from the original Alien. You know, the one that makes every fan's heart skip a beat. They've recreated the Nostromo's aesthetic so perfectly, I'm getting deja vu watching people wake up from cryosleep. The USCSS Maginot has the same MUTHUR computer system as the original films, because apparently evil corporations never upgrade their software. There's even a ginger cat aboard that's giving Major Jonesy vibes. Though spoiler alert, this kitty doesn't have quite the same survival skills. And can we appreciate the Peter Pan obsession? Wendy's squad includes characters named Slightly, Curly, Smee, Toodles, and Nibs. Because nothing says terrifying alien encounter like a bunch of lost boys with daddy issues. They even have Joe watching Ice Age, Continental Drift, and quoting, "Have a heart or face my fury." Because apparently, in 2120, we're still watching movies from the early 2000s. Talk about a cultural apocalypse. The weapons are straight out of Aliens. We're talking pulse rifles and that M56 smart gun that made Vasquez such a badass. And when Black Sabbath's The Mob Rules starts playing before a mission, you know someone's about to get spectacularly eviscerated. It's like a greatest hits album of franchise callbacks, but with better production values. Now, darlings, let me put on my fortune teller hat and predict where this delicious disaster is headed. First off, the fans are split on whether this is a prequel or a complete canon-breaking reimagining. And honestly, that chaos is exactly what I live for. Here's what's brewing. Wendy is clearly being set up as the bridge between human and alien. She's got superhuman abilities, a child's consciousness, and a growing connection to the Xenomorphs that's giving me serious Chosen One vibes. I'm predicting she'll eventually team up with the aliens against the corporations, because nothing says character development like switching sides mid-apocalypse. The corporate war between Prodigy, Weyland-Yutani, and the other three companies is obviously building to something big. My money's on Boy Cavalier trying to create an army of hybrid soldiers, only to have them rebel faster than you can say Blade Runner. Because tech bros never learn that playing God usually ends with them getting eaten by their own creations. And that brother relationship between Wendy and Hermit? Twitter is already theorizing that one of them won't survive the season, because apparently we can't have nice sibling dynamics in space horror. Plus, with Timothy Olyphant's android character getting increasingly unhinged, I'm calling it now. He's going to have a full David from Covenant meltdown by episode 6. Darlings, brace yourselves for a fashion collision hotter than a Xenomorph's acid bath and sharper than a lightsaber's edge. Big bad fandom. Shop just dropped the Alien vs Star Wars, Grogu and Ripley. Unstoppable parody tee. Because why choose between all and I will end you? This shirt? Oh honey, it's engineered with ethically sourced US cotton. Softer than Grogu's ears, tougher than Ripley's side-eye. Channel Mother Teresa and Terminator energy at Tatooine brunch or your next corporate xenomorph crisis. Snag it in sizes up to 5XL, because heroes come in all shapes. And here's the tea. Buy 3, and we'll throw in a free mug so you can sip your intergalactic latte while mock-eyeing the facehugger in your coworker's cubicle. The real question is whether Noah Hawley will connect this directly to the 1979 film. Fans are debating if the Xenomorphs reaching Earth will be covered up by Weyland-Yutani, explaining why nobody in the original movie knew about them. It's giving major conspiracy theory energy, and I am absolutely here for it. The show premieres with not 1, but 2 episodes on August 12th on FX and Hulu, because nothing says confidence like a supersized premiere. It's 8 episodes total, which is just enough time to develop severe trust issues and an irrational fear of corporate wellness programs. So, should you watch Alien Earth? Absolutely, darlings. If you're going to have nightmares about humanity's future, you might as well have them in stunning HD with impeccable production design. Plus, Timothy Olyphant in Android mode? That's what we call must-see television. This has been Raven's Reviews. I'm Raven Witchwood, reminding you that in space, no one can hear you scream. But down here on Earth, we can hear everything. And honey, we're definitely judging your viewing choices. Until next time, stay gorgeous and slightly terrified.
She's a Jedi queen with a Marvel grin, kicking down the runway like a whirlwind spin. Lightsaber heels and a cape that slays. Starfleet badge, yeah, she's set in a blaze. She's a supernova redhead, burning so bright, strutting through galaxies, owning the night. Geek chic fire with a wink and a smirk. She's the fandom flame doing all the work. She's got Tolkien tattoos and a Potter scarf. Drops one-liner sharp as Tony Stark's laugh. A comic book mind in a couture dress. Game of Thrones cool, but she'll never confess. Is she cosplay or is she couture? Either way, she's the